Hello and good evening, our beloved viewers. You're watching on Live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the top stories. The Solidarity Caravan stop in Demirjog. Successful opening of Tajora Festival. A humanitarian armada of 100 boats prepared for Gaza strike. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. It was on the headlines. The Aid of Maria's Association successfully organized the sixth edition of the collective wedding celebration, bringing together 30 couples in an atmosphere filled with love, solidarity, and dignity. The event was held at the Dorale Coast Guard camp in partnership with the National Union of Djiboutian Women, marking a new milestone in the association's social commitment. Founded in 2021, the Aid au Mariage Association was born from a simple yet deeply essential dream to enable every young person to fulfill their wish to get married and start a family despite the economic challenges many couples face today. Through this initiative, the association works to ease the financial burden associated with marriage, promote the value of unity and family stability, and strengthen social cohesion. These collective ceremonies symbolize not only the commitment of couples and also the strengthening of community solidarity. The sixth edition of the collective wedding reflects the continuity and positive impact of the Aid au Mariage Association's action made possible thanks to the support of the partners and all those committed to this noble cause. Now, the reception and meeting with the local community in Demirjog district. Following its tour of the northern region, the Solidarity Caravan arrived in the Arta region, especially in Demirjog, as part of the Ministry of Social Affairs and Solidarity, its firm commitment to engaging with population in rural and semi-urban areas. The Arta region plays a pivotal role due to its geographical location. The stop in Demirjog carries particular symbolic significance in light of the area's growing industrial and logistical development. The decision to begin the tour in the Demirjog district before heading to the city of Arta reflects a clear commitment to listening to local communities in their own environments. The joint presence of the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdul, alongside regional officials including the Prefect of Arta Hassan Dabele and the President of the Regional Council Elmi Bouh, strengthen coordination between central government and local authorities. The meeting with the residents of the Mirjog village's surrounding areas help identify specific challenges related to access to basic service in this rapidly developing zone. Such a caravan often provides an opportunity to distribute direct assistance or to launch social protection programs. In her address, the Secretary General of the National Union of Djiboutian Women, she emphasized, Ms. Fatouma Moussa emphasized the role of women and highlight the significant progress achieved in the area of equality and social advancement. She also pointed out that Djiboutian women are not merely beneficiaries of public policy, but also essential actors in the country's economic and social development, whether through local entrepreneurship or education. Their role, she said, is vital to the nation, is prosperity. One of the highlights of her speech was her tribute to Ms. Khadra Mohammed Haid, First Lady and President of the United Nations. The UNFD praising her effort and steadfast commitment to breaking social barriers and implementing tangible programs. And now, in the statement by the regional authorities on this occasion, a statement by the President of Arta Regional Council, Elmi Bouh, and Prefect of Arta, Hassan Dabali, underscore collective identity and civic engagement. Mr. Bouh affirmed that solidarity is a deeply rooted value in local tradition, emphasizing that the action of the Minister of Social Affairs merely structure and reinforce the spirit of generosity. The Prefect of Arta Region, Hassan Dabali, for his part, praised the institutional vision that served local tradition, recalling the pioneering role played by the Merjog as a birthplace of Solidarity Week. According to him, the spirit of mutual aid among residents is not merely a duty but also a natural extension of their commitment. Another complaints and requests from the resident of Damirjog following the warm welcome extended to the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, representative of local community expressed their concern as the holy month of Ramadan approach. Resident voice their hope that their specific need during this blessed period will be fully met. Among the grievances raised, construction workers expressed their desire to revive production and call for creation of a stable market to secure their income. At the same time, the vitality of women in the fishing sector was highlighted with a request for support to pass on their skill to young girls. The local community also convoy women's aspiration to have a functional and fully equipped space to carry out their activities. Similarly, the village chief of Antar expressed the urgent need to resolve access to drinking water. And now the speech of the Minister of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Ms. Ulufa Ismail Abdu, in her address. The minister thanked the people of Damirjog for their warm welcome and hospitality. As you know, said the minister, we are on the eve of the holy month of Ramadan, a month of generosity and giving. In this regard, I wish to reassure the resident of Sheikh Farah 1 and 2, all your need will be met and each of you will receive what you request. I would also like to commend this woman working in fishing sector who has demonstrated remarkable skill and competence. As for the member of National Union of Djiboutian Women, your request promises, I confirm that you will receive them very soon, fully equipped to meet your need. Likewise, regarding the village of Antar, you raised the very important issues of access to water. You will make every effort to ensure these resources is provided as quickly as possible. Finally, a word regarding the regional saving and credit union. The President of the Republic recently allocated 24 million Djiboutian francs to support women in entrepreneurship. I am extremely proud of the women of the Merjog who have succeeded in developing their saving and credit union. As encouragement, we are allocating 500 francs to motivate you to move forward. I have no doubt whatsoever about the success of your future project, conclude the minister. An atmosphere following the meeting. The enthusiasm and joy prevail in the Mirjog following the meeting with the Minister of Social Affairs. Women gathered to express with one voice their deep gratitude to the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margili, for these modern workers. The president represents a leader who understands their hardship and works daily to improve their lives and ensure greater dignity. This mobilization reflects, above all, their full confidence in the head of state's effort to liberate women. They see him as a driving force behind the transformation of their lives, the leader who opened doors for them and enabled their active participation in national development. Thanks to his vision, women are no longer marginalized but are now at the heart of national development. The message conveyed during this event was clear: continuity. The women of Damerjog reaffirmed their commitment to continue alongside this path, alongside with the President of the Republic, consolidating achievement and building a stable and prosperous future.
wuxuu diri hore dawmira beeray doorkan geelo cigaalkiyo duubka dusha ku sugnee dadka iyo dalka waxilka iyo darajada danta qaranku leeyahay daryeesha geelo
Still with national news, Djibouti signed a strategy financing agreement with the African Development Bank. The Republic of Djibouti today signed a series of strategy financing agreement with the African Development Bank Group during an official ceremony reflecting the strength and importance of partnership between the two sides for the country's social and economic development. The agreement were signed by the Minister of Economic and Finance in charge of industry, Mr. Elias Musadawali, and the Director General of the African Development Bank Group for East Africa. In the presence of the bank's Vice President for Regional and Integration, underscoring the regional importance of this cooperation, particularly in the Horn of Africa. This agreement, which include grant and concessional loans, aim to support key sector that forms the backbone of national growth, notably the road infrastructure, agricultural resilience to climate change, and connectivity. In our health sector, on Monday, February 2, the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdille, in collaboration with the United Nations Population Fund in Djibouti, officially launched the integration of data on gender-based violence and female genital mutilation into the National Health Information System. The launch ceremony was held in the presence of the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdille, and the UNFPA representative, marking a major step toward strengthening the national system for collective analyzing and using sensitive data related to gender-based violence and female genital mutilation. This strategy initiative aimed to improve data quality and reliability, enhance multi-sectoral coordination, and ensure a more effective, confidential, and survivor concern response in line with the national and international standards. In his statement, the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdille, emphasized the integration of data on gender-based violence and female genital mutilation into national health of information. This strategy, said the Minister, this strategy initiative aimed to improve data quality and strengthen multi-sectoral coordination, but also ensure the effective, confidential, and survival center response in line with the national and international standards. It reflects, said the minister, our commitment to protecting the right and dignity of women and girls, and to enhance our capacity to prevent and respond to these forms of violence. I thank you, our partners, particularly UNFPA and all health professionals, for their dedication. Together, we will build a more just and supportive society. And now, Djibouti and Turkey strengthen transport connectivity in Africa. Yesterday, at the Red Sea Road, Mr. Hassan Ahmed, Djibouti's Minister of Transport, inaugurated the first meeting of Joint Transport Steering Committee on Turkey-Africa connectivity. The ceremony was attended by Aden Hussein, Djibouti's ambassador to Turkey, and the ambassador to Djibouti, and also the chairman of Djibouti Port and Prisons Authority, Abubakar Omar Hadi. This meeting follows a memorandum of understanding signed last year between Djibouti, Somalia, Ghana, Liberia, Mauritania, Congo, and Guinea. It represents a major step in strengthening transport connectivity with a direct impact on on trade flows and the economy of participating countries. This 2 days event brings together stakeholders, financial institutions, and private sector representatives, focusing on key topics such as inland access and multimodal supply chain, the documentation, and also digitalization in order to serve partnership, market access, and cooperation models. In his statement, the President of Port and Prisons Authorities, Abubakar Marhadi, highlighted Djibouti's vision as a strategy hub for regional and integration and international standards. Let's follow the remarks of the President of Port and Prisons Authorities.
The relations between Turkey and Africa are rooted in a long and rich history shaped by sea and land exchanges. Today, this maritime tradition finds a natural continuation in Djibouti, situated at the southern entrance of the Red Sea, at the crossroad of three continents, Asia, Europe, and Africa. Djibouti's position as a geostrategic location that makes it a leading logistic and maritime hub. The port of Djibouti forms an integrated ecosystem linking the global maritime trade to land corridors serving East Africa and the Great Lakes countries and beyond. Djibouti Ports and Tourism Authority plays a central role in this dynamic to organize and steer its activities. Djibouti Port and Tourism Authority established Great Horn Investment Holding. It's an investing holding company which owns ports, free zones, corridors to attract international investors and enhance Djibouti competitiveness as a regional hub. Together, these entities under Great Horn Investment Holding forms integrated port ecosystem coordinating ports, free zones, and land corridors, embodying Djibouti visions as a strategic hub for the region, integration, and maritime trade. This approach aligns full with the spirit of the Africa-Turkey aim at building interconnected, efficient, and resilient transport chain to foster economic exchange between our countries and beyond. Djibouti Vision 2035 guides all these initiatives, leveraging modern ports infrastructures, efficient corridor, and an integrated logistic ecosystem. Djibouti positions itself as a catalyst for regional and continental development. Looking ahead, opportunities for collaboration between Djibouti, Turkey, and Africa are enormous and promising. They include the development of ports and logistic infrastructure, strengthening regional connectivity, training specialized skills, and sharing technical and operational expertise. Together, we can build and achieve these aims. In this spirit of the strategic partnership, shared vision, strengthened cooperation, that Djibouti reaffirmed its commitment to work closely with Turkey and the African nations to develop an exemplary logistic and maritime hub benefiting our economies and for the entire continent.
For his part, the Minister of Infrastructure and Transport Authorities, Mr. Hassan Mohamed Ibrahim, emphasized that strengthening road and rail infrastructure connected to port is essential to facilitate access for landlocked countries. The minister stated that by improving connectivity and modernizing procedures, costs will be reduced, competitiveness is strengthened, and the region's full commercial potential unlocked, concluded the minister. A professional training, Djibouti threatened skill development. On Wednesday, the ANFIP authorized and hosted the official launch of a high-level specialized training program aimed at enhancing the skill of young graduates and preparing them for the labor market. This strategy initiative is implemented in partnership with the National Institute of Public Administration, known as INAP, and the scale of a project with the financial support for the World Bank, demonstrating the commitment of technical and financial partners to human capital development. The ceremony gathered numerous dignitaries, including Umar Abdi Said and Fatou Fall, representative of World Bank Group, but also the Secretary General of the Ministry of Education. The program aimed to address the gap in technical and professional skill equipment to young graduates with practical and specialized knowledge. In his speech, the Minister of Labor said that it is a great pleasure to be here today for the official launch of this high-level specialized training program, which aims to strengthen the skill of our young graduates and prepare them for the demands of labor market. This program, said the minister, are a strategic step in addressing the skill gap in our country by focusing on areas such as monitoring and evaluation, public procurement, workplace health and safety, environmental and social safeguard. We are equipping our youth with practical and specialized knowledge that will allow them to thrive professionally. The government remain committed to investing in human capital and ensuring that our young people are not only qualified but also ready to actively contribute to the sustainable development of our country. And also, to the white city of Tajora made a historic cradle of culture. A game came alive on Thursday evening with the rhythm of tradition during the official launch of the third edition of Tajura Cultural Festival. The event is organized by the association under the high patronage of the Minister of Culture and Youth. The opening ceremony took place in a festive atmosphere and saw the participation of numerous distinguished personalities, including the Minister of Youth and Culture, the Minister of Decentralization, the Minister of Culture of Somalia, the Member of Parliament, as well as several local authorities, including the Prefect of Tajura and President of Regional Council. This major cultural event gathered a large crowd, reflecting the deep attachment of the population to the preservation and promotion of cultural heritage. Folk dances, artistic expression and local tradition were highlighted during this inaugural evening. The festival will continue for 3 days in the city of Tajura with a rich program dedicated to promotion of culture and national identity. The ceremony concluded with an awarding of prize to the winner of the cultural competition organized across the country's 5 regions by the Ministry of Youth and Culture as part of the Tajura Cultural Festival.
Chers festivaliers, nous avons choisi pour cette
On this occasion, the Minister of Decentralization made a speech in which he said that it is with great pride that I joined you tonight for the launch of Third Tajura Cultural Festival. This event is a testament to the richness of our local culture and the importance of decentralized governance in promoting regional heritage. By celebrating our tradition here in Tajura, we strengthen the bond between communities and local authorities, fostering participation, pride, and a sense of belonging. I encourage all regions to continue nurturing their cultural identity as it's through unity and local engagement that our nation's diversity became a source of strength and prosperity. I congratulate the organizer, the artists, and people of Tajura for making this festival a vibrant platform for culture and creativity, conclude the minister. For her part, the Minister of Youth and Culture, Dr. Hibo Momin Asowi, said that it is a pleasure to inaugurate the third edition of Tajura Cultural Festival, a celebration of our national heritage and a showcase of creativity and talent of our youth. Culture is the heartbeat of our nation, said the minister. By promoting folk dances, artistic expressions, and local tradition, we not only preserve our past but also inspire future generations to take pride in their identity. I wish to thank the association for their dedication and the Ministry of Youth and Culture for their unwavering support. Let this festival serve as a reminder that our culture is a sure treasure, a bridge between region, and a foundation for national unity. A tour of Djibouti by bicycle claimed the first Djiboutian victory. The tour of Djibouti by bicycle, organized by the Association of Promotion of Physical Education and School Sport and sponsored by the Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training, entered its third stage today. 2 routes were offered, 5 kilometers senior routes. This stage saw the first Djiboutian victory. In the third, the final duel was intense. Abdelkhairi overtook a strong French soldier in the last 50 meters, claiming the top podium position amid applause from local spectators. Notable moments include the courage of the young high school students who stood out in the peloton and Japanese soldier who finished last but was celebrated for determination.
علي صبي كرمناجي إلى أبد علي صبي كان كانوا كايل علي صبي أنا قدي يا علي صبي حارتي دلخي يا علي صبي جنب
duqaytalisaba lagu yaqaan culumaduub weyne dayar dhiiranba lagu yaqaan oo haldoorahe dumar qurux lagu cali sabiix daynugu deeqay duqaytalisaba lagu yaqaan culumaduub weyne dayar dhiiranba lagu yaqaan oo haldoorahe dumar qurux lagu cali sabiix daynugu hiilishay
هو عافي ما ضعن عدنبا ديقة قلينين عذور ذا الدويسة دوبك لغو شيء أيو دا إن كان علي سبيح ديقة وغيالي هو عافي ما ضعن عدنبا ديقة قلينين عذور ذا الدويسة دوبك لغو شيء أيو دا إن كان علي سبيح ديقة وغيالي
أنا دديي علي صبيح حارتي دلخيغي علي صبيح
deegaan barwaaqoy cali sabiix deganabadi taalay cali sabiix garmanagii ilaa abid cali sabiix taarinkeennu kaayil cali sabiix
أنا دديي علي صبيح حارتي دلخيغي علي صبيح
deegaan barwaaqoy cali sabiix deganabadi taalay cali sabiix garmanagii ilaa abid cali sabiix taarinkeennu kaayil cali sabiix.
An Anti-Corruption Awareness Day was held yesterday as part of its ambition to prevent and fight corruption. The National Independent Commission for the Prevention and Fight Against Corruption organized on Wednesday, February 4 at Bawadi Mall Cinema an event titled Cross Perspective Arts and Short Film for Integrity under the T Prevention, the first act of fight against corruption. The event highlighted the importance of promoting integrity through culture and education. It gathers governments, member, diplomatic representative, international organizations including UN resident coordinators and deputy, and representative from regional anti-corruption bodies including the Secretary General of Somalia's Independent Commission. The program include artistic and educational performance, a sketch performed by students of the Republic Primary School, and a short institutional film presenting the action and perspective of the corruption. The event concluded with a symbolic geography by the Deep Fire with the youth group, illustrating through a movement of invisible struggle between integrity and corruption affecting all layers of society. A highlight was the student is a sketch which powerfully demonstrates the daily harmful effect of corruption. And now moving on to the international scene, an announcement of an international civilian fleet heading to Gaza in March. Organizer of an international civilian fleet aiming to deliver humanitarian aid to Gaza Strip announced on Thursday their intention to launch a new mission in March involving more than 100 boats. According to the organizer, the fleet will include civilian vessels for several countries carrying humanitarian aid such as food supply, medical equipment, and basic necessary activities. Volunteers and solidarity figure are also expected to participate within a peaceful initiative that organizer says complies with international law. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening.